Welcome back everyone to a brand new series I'm making on my channel called the Roblox Retrospective. Now this is a series that I've been planning on making for quite a long time now, but I wasn't really, with my other YouTube videos and my Game of the Week series getting in the way, I wasn't really thinking about starting a brand new series all that much, and I didn't really know where I would take this series if I ever started it. And because of my general lack of planning, I just never ended up going through with it, until now, because I actually have a plan for what I'm gonna do for the next few episodes of this series. And I got my shit together, I figured things out, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I hope you like and sub and comment and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, without any further dilly-dallying, let's get right into it. So first things first, you might be asking yourself, what the hell is Roblox Retrospective? And I'm glad you asked, because the idea for this series is very, very simple, so I'm going to explain it real quick. But basically, what I'm planning to do for this series is, each episode, I'm going to take an old Roblox game. It can be any game. It can be super popular, it can be super small, it can be, still really famous, it could have died years and years ago. But the point is, I'm going to take any old Roblox game out there and I'm going to review it during each one of my episodes. And I'm going to see either what went wrong with the game, if it died, or, I'm going to see why it was so popular, if it had a really big peak and it was super popular at a certain point in time, and just general things of that sort, I'm just going to see why the game is in the current state that it is today. But outside of that, I'm also going to be playing all these games, and I'm going to be seeing whether or not they still hold up today, did we look at these games through rose-tinted glasses back when they first came out, and it was, all just a fad, and the games were actually really trash, or do the games still hold up really well today, and maybe they just died out because of the lack of updates, or something really minor like that. So without any further dilly-dallying, let's get into the first game that I wanted to review for this channel. And for my first episode, I thought, I had to do something special, right? I mean, come on, it's my first episode, so I had to pick some universally classic game that anyone would instantly recognize. And, I've been pondering on it a little bit, but in reality, let's be honest, there's only one candidate that I could have picked for my first episode of Roblox Retrospective. Now, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, you know which game I'm talking about. It's, of course, Natural Disaster Survival. I mean, you truly cannot get any more classic than Natural Disaster Survival. I'm pretty sure all of you have played the game before, so I'm gonna keep the introduction to it really brief, and, get into the game as soon as possible. But if you have somehow never played Natural Disaster Survival before, it's basically a survival game where each round you get loaded into a completely random map, and you have to survive whatever disaster might be happening on that map, It might be fire, it might be tornadoes, it might be a flash flood, it might be acid rain, it might be, a tsunami, it might be 1,000 different things, and whatever happens, you just gotta find the best way to, get your odds of survival as high as possible. And if you survive, you win, and the game is as simple as that. However, this game is a huge oddball on the Roblox charts, because this game is one of the oldest games on Roblox, one of the oldest actual games, that aren't just random fucking base plates with a bunch of shit on them or whatever, right? This is one of the oldest actual real games on this platform. It was released all the way back in 2008, and yet despite that, it is still going very strong with 14,000 concurrent players online as of writing of this video. So how is the game so successful? Why does it have such a high player count despite its age? And just what the hell is the deal with this game in the first place? Well, all that and more is what I'm going to be exploring in this episode, so let's get right into it. A part of the reason why I believe that this game has been so popular for so long is because of its simplicity. And when I say simplicity, I mean simplicity in both its gameplay and its visual design and map design and all that other stuff. At its core, Natural Disaster Survival is a very, very easy game to play and very, very simple too. And because of that, I believe that pretty much anyone can get into this game, right? You can introduce your 6-year-old little cousin into the game the same way that you can introduce your fucking 30-year-old uncle into the game, right? It's just very easy to play. It doesn't feel like too kiddish or too serious. It doesn't go like into either direction of trying to appeal to like either side of the age spectrum. And it's just like a perfectly neutral game. Like no matter what your background is, no matter how old you are, no matter what language you speak, you will be able to get into this game and pretty much immediately understand what's going on and what you have to do. And as I mentioned before, when I say that this game is simple, I mean both its gameplay is simple and its design is simple. So let's get into its design. So this game, when you see it, you immediately think of Roblox. Like, it's uniquely a Roblox game. Like, this game screams Roblox. Everything about it screams Roblox. The map design, the tools that you have in the game you can pay for, like the compass, the apple, the balloon, and even a new hammer that they added that you can get for watching an ad. Like, everything about this game screams Roblox. If you've never heard about Roblox before, and the last time you heard about it was like in 2016, then you probably imagine this game when you imagine what a Roblox game looks like. And this simplistic design philosophy of Natural Disaster Survival makes it the perfect game to introduce someone to Roblox with. I mean, for me personally, there were probably a couple of games that I played before Natural Disaster Survival when I first joined Roblox for the first time. But Natural Disaster Survival is like the first game that I actually remember playing when I first made my account. And honestly, if there's a person out there that hasn't played Roblox before and I was introducing them to Roblox, Natural Disaster Survival is probably the first game that, I would get them to play. However, there's more to Natural Disaster Survival that makes it popular outside of just its simplicity. Another thing that I really think that contributed to Natural Disaster Survival's popularity and longevity is the lack of time investment that you have to put into the game. I mean, like, for every other game that you play, you usually have to, like, set some amount of time aside in order to play it. You know, you usually have, like, a goal in mind. Like, I don't know, like, if you're playing Minecraft or something, you're like, okay, I'm gonna set aside like an hour or two of my day and like finish this building that I'm working on. Or if you're playing, I don't know, Tower Defense X, you're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna set an hour aside in order to like grind some money for in this game so I can afford this new tower. Or if you're playing, I don't know, fucking whatever other game, you're gonna have a goal in mind that you want to accomplish whenever you hop on the game, and you're gonna set some amount of time aside in order to accomplish that goal. But that's not really a case for Natural Disaster Survival, because with Natural Disaster Survival, you don't really have to set aside like any amount of time in order to play the game. In Natural Disaster Survival, there's not really like anything to grind for or anything to like, where you have to like put a big chunk of your time into the game in order to like get something, right? Like there's no extra gear that you can buy or like, I don't know, like fucking power-ups that you gotta grind for or whatever. And because of this, you're pretty much allowed to join Natural Disaster Survival whenever you want to and play for however long you want. Hell, you can even like leave the game in the middle of a match because there's not any like punishment for like losing or any like super huge reward for winning or anything like that. The game is just simply made for like hanging out and fun. And so you can just hop on whenever you want and you can play for as long as you want or for as short as you want. I mean, one round of Natural Disaster Survival is literally less than 2 minutes long. So you can hop into a game like while your fucking food is microwaving, and by the time it's done, you'll be done with the round. It makes it so easy to just hop into a game, play for 15 minutes, get your fill, and then leave and go do something else. Like, it's just such an easy game to get into. But outside of that, the game also has other things that help its longevity and, help its ease of getting into for new players, for the lack of a better word. Another reason why I believe that this game is so successful after all these years is its lack of updates. Now, on the surface level, that might sound like an absolutely insane fucking thing to say, right? Because, like, the number one reason why games die out these days is because they don't get updates, right? They get abandoned, they don't get updates anymore, and people naturally start leaving because there's nothing else to do in the game. But that's exactly the point that I'm trying to make. Natural disaster survival, when it was released as a pretty much finished product. Like, there was nothing else to really add to the game. Like, sure, every fucking 5 years, there's like one new map that gets added to the game, and like maybe like one new natural disaster. But like outside of that, the game doesn't really get any updates, and the community of the game doesn't expect the game to get any updates, you know? It's a finished product, and you can play it any time, and it doesn't really get old. Like, as long as it doesn't like horrifically break because of some new Roblox update that totally fucking mangles the game will be popular for as long as it's playable. Because again, like I said, it's a finished product, and like again, like nobody really expects it to update, and there's not really a reason for it to have like a massive big update, because like it has its visuals and its map designs and its disasters are really solid, and like there's nothing to update or change about them. Its visuals are great, its gameplay is great, there's nothing to update about that either. So like, you know, the game is in a perfectly fine state. In fact, it's in a great state. It's never been fucking better, you know? Like, as the years go on, the game only seems to grow instead of die down. And yeah, it just like that, you know? like that's the best way that I can explain it. If you're sniffing what I'm shitting, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Like I said before, though, I also want to see if all these games that I'm going to be reviewing in this series hold up to this day by actually playing them and reviewing them and seeing what's up. And for natural disaster survival, I can say pretty confidently, without like any additional context, that the game absolutely holds up to this very day. As I said before, the gameplay has barely, if at all, changed in the game, right? Like, between fucking 2008 and 2025, we only maybe got like 3 new disasters, and like, I don't know, maybe like 10 new maps or something. So the gameplay has barely changed in the game, and yet despite that, it has held up super well. Like, the game still serves the exact purpose that it set out to serve back when it was made in 2008. You know, it's still super simple, it's still fun, it's not janky at all like most of these other old Roblox games. The thing about old Roblox games is that they're usually buggy or glitchy or have like some problems with them, you know, they're usually minor, but they kind of stack up to, you know, make the game messier than it needs to be. But that's absolutely not the case for natural disaster survival. It works perfectly, it has no bugs, and it's still relatively fun to play from time to time. Like, I don't think this is going to be anyone's favorite game, but you're also not going to find anyone that doesn't like natural disaster survival either. And yeah, it just holds up to this day. Like, again, as I said before, it's not my favorite game in the world, but like at least once a week I'll hop onto it, like for maybe 15 to 30 minutes and just play a couple of rounds, you know, just mess around a little bit, and it's genuinely fun. Like, I really don't have much to say about it. It absolutely holds up like that's just all I can say. It just holds up. It just holds up. It's still a quality game. It's still good. And yeah, like I really don't have a lot to say. I thought I'd have a lot more to say for this section of the video where I actually play the game, but I just really don't, man. I mean, yeah, the game is good. Like, what do you want me to say, right? But anyways, yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you like and sub and all that. And yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.